We got a show to do. This is vegan,
I am
of
ready.
course.
I'm ready.
I'm
just was
Skyjack
calling
Morgan.
my emotional support ice pack.
This
Good afternoon. I'm Marielle, and welcome back
totally
to Good
Forkable.
Vegan News. Here at the network, we have made the executive decision to temporarily retire blazers until either this never-ending heat wave subsides or until Forkable Network gets the budget for central air conditioning. I think we might be waiting a while. For now, let's get right into today's Good Vegan News. Welcome back to Studio 1F, where it is 8 to 10 degrees warmer than where I filmed the intro. Let's get right into our first story. Amy's Kitchen boycott ends. This news came out last month, but it is such good news in our opinion that we couldn't not share it. Could not share it. We couldn't not.
You better not mention that again, you cocksucker.
Not share it. Could we? Food Empowerment Project, FEP, a vegan food justice organization, is pleased to announce that the protracted boycott of Amy's Kitchen products called by the company's workers and FEP has ended. The boycott, which began in January 2022, was called to improve workplace safety, increase wages, and provide better health insurance. Maybe you were familiar with this boycott, maybe you weren't.
St. Louis Obispo, they were saying that they weren't treating their workers so hot, so now they are, they say.
It was a pretty contentious topic over the last 2.5 years. A quick recap for those who weren't aware. In 2022, workers at Amy's alleged that the conditions at the company's plants were antithetical to its stated core value to take care of people and treat our employees like family with honesty, inclusiveness, and compassion. On January 17th, 2022, NBC News published an investigation.
What is up, you guys?
Conditions at
What's up,
Amy's Santa Rosa, California plant. 3 days later, representatives at Teamsters Local 665 filed a complaint to Cal OSHA on behalf of some of the same workers quoted in the NBC piece. And in March 2022, the Teamsters filed an additional complaint to B Corp, the organization that provides certifications to for-profit businesses regarding.
I've eaten some Amy's, like their stuff in cans is pretty good. The canned soup stuff is pretty good.
Their social and environmental performance. The complaint called for B Corp to investigate Amy's and, if necessary, revoke its certification. Amy's Kitchen has demonstrated a callous disregard for workers' health, safety, and
callous disregard.
There were a number of complaints from workers, including the nature of their work causing them physical pain and injuries. After 8 months of discussion between Amy's Kitchen food line workers in Santa Rosa, California, representatives of FEP, and executives at Amy's Kitchen, agreements were made to not only improve the working conditions for the food line workers in Santa Rosa, but the company also acknowledged those who were abruptly let go at the now closed Amy's Kitchen facility in San Jose. Amy's committed to a number of improvements, including measures to increase the physical safety and well-being of their employees.
Okay.
This is a story I know many of us had been following for a while and had been pretty bummed about, to say the least. As vegans, it can be hard to find companies offering tasty, affordable, reliable packaged foods. And then when we do, they sell off and let us down.
They sell off and let us down. Yep.
Sorry.
It's sad. It's depressing.
I was thinking about
what the hell just happened?
Killer Bee Pizza. Again, while Amy's isn't fully vegan, they are well known for their very wide array of vegan packaged foods, which are, I would say, the #1 most commonly available vegan packaged food in the US. And one of the most exciting points in the recent resolution is Amy's Kitchen agreeing to increase the number of vegan foods produced. I love how Food Empowerment Project just threw that one in there. Like, yeah, workers' rights and safety. Also, can you guys add more vegan options already? As much as I love knowing I can always pop by a CVS during a not very vegan-friendly wedding weekend and grab a bean and rice burrito, I've never done that, I just mean hypothetically. I wouldn't mind a few more options.
Do you guys like those rice and bean burritos? Some people really like Amy's, but Amy's isn't a vegan company, really, is it? They just are a company that has vegan stuff. Don't trust Amy's. Like, if you see the Amy's logo and you think it's automatically vegan, you would be incorrect. They have lots of stuff that is not vegan. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of Amy's. I know that some of their stuff's pretty good, but like, I don't know. Again, they're available at Walmart, and she's right. At CVS, you can get their bean burritos. They're not bad. They're not bad.
I've been avoiding buying Amy's products over the last few years, and on the few occasions I did, I felt very guilty. So I'm glad this dispute has been settled. And I'm very impressed by this organization, Food Empowerment Project, who right away stepped up to help the workers and seems to have played a pivotal role in successfully
You make your own burritos?
Positive outcome for all parties.
You're incredible.
I'm happy to hear this
You're
news
amazing.
and excited to see what the future
You're just
holds
better
for
than other
Amy's.
people.
Something else I'm excited about. Nutella is releasing a new version of its beloved spread, minus one ingredient. Vegans, get excited. Can you guess it? Can you guess what the ingredient is? Okay, fine, I'll tell you. This year, Ferrero, the maker of Nutella, confirmed it's moving forward with plans to offer a vegan version of its famous hazelnut spread. And if you thought it was vegan this entire time, you'd be sorely mistaken. As the product's ingredients list states, it's made with 7 ingredients: sugar, milk, palm oil, cocoa, hazelnuts, lecithin, and vanillin.
Palm oil, you sons of bitches. You goddamn Ferrera. And then they call it vegan Nutella. I wish they would just call it Nutella and just change the recipe, for God's sake.
But now a new version will be made, sans the milk additive. At Ferrero, we are always scouting and exploring new categories and emerging food trends. By leveraging innovative spirit and decades of expertise of our beloved global brands, we are now preparing to launch Nutella plant-based starting in autumn 2024. This further addition to the Nutella family will deliver the same unmistakable experience,
I'm not
milk
excited
with
about this.
vegetal
Let's keep going.
Speaking of
Nutella already exists. They already got vegan style Nutella. They already got Nutella. Nutella's just fucking hazelnut spread, yo. It's chocolate hazelnut. There's already been vegan options that taste almost exactly the same as Nutella, and it's not that good. Get over yourself. I remember when I lived in Germany, I wasn't vegan, and I did eat some Nutella on Brötchen, on little bread rolls, and Nutella was good. But you know what? Then you get over it. Crepes, you get some crepes, but I don't know, just not. I don't care.
Europe, Denmark to introduce landmark carbon tax on agriculture, setting a precedent for sustainable land use. Denmark is set to introduce a carbon tax on agriculture, saying the legislation will be the first of its kind in the world. Confirmation of the tax was reported after 7 relevant bodies came to an agreement after negotiations, including the government, farmer organizations, trade unions, industry, and environmental NGOs. The Danish parliament is expected to formally approve the tax in August. President of the Danish Society for Nature Conservation said, "This is a historic compromise."
It would be kind of cool. The Danish, not the Dutch. Sorry, I thought they said the Dutch. The Danish, and it's not the little pastry. I don't know why we call those Danishes, but are they even popular in Denmark? I don't even know. But hey, they're gonna tax carbon tax agriculture. I love it. If you can't have any decent way of making a living, pay a tax. Let's tax OnlyFans too. Can we tax OnlyFans too? If you're an OnlyFans creator, we're gonna tax you more. And then can we tax all the people that all the oil companies? Just tax them. If you're in the oil business, just tax them. And then also if you're in the cigarette business, just tax the people making money off of cigarettes. Like increase the income tax on them. Just say, hey, you're making money off of killing people. You're gonna have to pay a higher tax bracket. Just any of those industries that we just think are shitty. Yeah, tax the people. Force the employers to pay them more in order to make ends meet.
That sets a completely new direction for land use.
Tax them.
The agreement will ensure significantly more forests.
There's something rotten in the state of Denmark.
Large wetlands and much more protected nature in Denmark.
Or in this case, something really nice in the state of Denmark. They're going to despite the major disagreements, we managed to reach a compromise on a carbon tax. Paves the way for
and integrate nature, nitrogen, and climate efforts. Despite major missions and goals, laying the tracks to what our country will look like in 5, 10, and 20 years from now.
Nice, good news.
If you're enjoying today's video, to give it a thumbs up. And if you're hungry for more, Panda Express is bringing back its beloved Beyond Orange Chicken for a limited time. After nearly...
Oh, I'm so sick of these fucking Panda Express. Karina loves the Panda Express with the orange chicken. I don't give a shit. I'm not going to Panda Express. I'm not fucking going. I know a lot of you guys like going to these fast food places that sell vegan shit, but it's just vegan garbage. It's like vegan garbage at a garbage restaurant. I'm not into it. I'll eat my fair share of shit. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to shame anybody out there. But for me, I'm just not cool with eating at a place that sells skinned animals, man. I'm not into it. They're selling skinned animals right next to your vegan orange chicken, bro. Not into it. They've got like little chunks of piglet chunks. Between the piglet chunks, the calf pieces, and the skinless chicken morsels. Barf, man. I don't want to even have anything to do with it. And I don't even want to go into places like that. They're disgusting. But I know a lot of people are into this. I just don't get it, man. I mean, I get it. Like, you're in a rush and there's a Panda Express, but fuck that. I hate it. Ugh. One time I had a spoonful too many, decided the taste wasn't worth risking my life for it. Yeah, it's a horrible product. You're talking about Nutella. It's disgusting. I don't eat vegan food from fast food places. Not unless it's a vegan fast food place. I'm not into it. I've never had Panda Express just to buy Gardein version at the store. You just buy the Gardein version. They got orange chicken and Gardein. And a lot of times vegan restaurants, if there's vegan Asian restaurants, they do orange vegan chicken. Hey, Panda, let me express my feelings towards you. You suck. Hey, Panda, you burnt. Fuck them. I know they don't give a rat's fuck about cross-contamination. No, they don't give a rat's fuck about cross-contamination. At Panda Express, how many Panda Expresses are there? Shall we look up how many Panda Expresses? Let's find out really quickly. How many Panda Expresses, Express locations are there? Perfect. It started in 1983 at the Glendale Galleria in Glendale, California. Oh my God, I remember that. That's crazy. Glendale Galleria. It's America's favorite Chinese restaurant with more than 2,300 stores, 47,000 associates, and $3 billion in sales. Panda Express is the largest family-owned and operated Asian dining concept in America. The largest in America, Panda Express. Hey, they got vegan options now, everybody. Congratulations, Panda Express. I mean, I guess it's good for a limited time. They're going to do it. But, bro, like, you guys into that shit? You guys doing that shit? Thank you, Jackie Boyle. Karina gave me this shirt. I really like it. It's got embroidered flowers on it. I'm really glad that the embroidered flowers thing are coming back. Remember in the late 90s, early 2000s, they had like embroidered embellishments on all the shirts. I really like that. I missed that. So I'm glad that that fashion is coming back, you know? You wanted it, you got it. The thumbnail is dope. Well, I'm glad you liked it. It was like the 20th iteration of a rabbit Jedi Knight fighting a xenomorph with a lightsaber.
2 years, lots of public outcry, and a petition that garnered more than 7,000 signatures, Panda Express has hurt its vegetarian and vegan customers. It's bringing back Beyond Orange Chicken, but it's still only for a limited time and only at a handful of the chain's stores. Orange chicken is Panda Express's most iconic dish. First launched in 1987, it now makes up 1/3 of the chain's business.
A third?
In 2021, Panda Express partnered with Beyond Meat to co-develop a non-meat version called officially
1/3 of their business is orange chickens. Think about that for a second, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, VFF. Think about that. Now, we just found out that they have $3 billion in sales. The orange chicken item, and this is the normal, quote unquote, the dead animal version, orange chicken, is 1/3 of all of their business. That's $1 billion a year Americans are spending on orange chicken, dead chickens at Panda Express alone. $1 billion. That is out of this fucking worth. Out of this fucking world.
beyond the original orange chicken, and it was a quick success. The very first day it was on the menu in some restaurants in New York City and Southern California, Panda Express sold more than 1,300 pounds of Beyond Orange chicken. In its Southern California stores, that first test sold out in less than 2 weeks.
I did not see that,
It's one
no.
of Panda's most successful regional launches to date, Chef Jimmy Wang, Executive Director of Culinary Innovation at Panda Express, said in a statement in 2021, which further reinforces the desire we're seeing from our guests.
Chef Jimmy Wang is probably a piece of shit animal abuser. Well, I know it because his name is Chef Jimmy Wang, and he works for Panda Express, where they make $1 billion selling dead chickens covered in orange sauce. For fuck's sake. $1 billion. Jimmy Wang has blood on his hands. Jimmy Wang, you got blood on your hands, Jimmy Wang. See you in hell, Jimmy Wang.
Guests for more diverse and plant-based options. After that small regional launch, Panda Express brought its Beyond Orange chicken to 70 locations in the fall of 2021. In September 2022, it rolled the offering out nationally to more than 2,300 locations. But the Beyond Orange chicken was always meant to be a limited-time menu item while supplies last. Eventually, it fell off Panda Express menus across the country, and customers noticed. It's good news that they're bringing it back, for sure, but unfortunately, this story does follow this frustrating blueprint of people love it, we're going to discontinue it. People want us to bring it back, we will, but only for a limited time and only at certain locations. Like, what gives? Do these companies even want to make money? You sold out in 2 weeks. 1,300 pounds.
They're too busy making $1 billion a year selling dead chickens. $1 billion they're making. They do not give a fuck about your. They don't care. They don't care. It's $1 billion they're making off of orange chicken. Jimmy Wang. Yeah. Piece of shit, Jimmy Wang. Jimmy Wang don't give a fuck. Jimmy Wang don't give a fuck, Marielle. He don't give two fucks about anything. He's making that Jimmy Wang money. He's making that Jimmy Wang money, $1 billion a year off of slathering dead chickens in orange sauce. That's what Jimmy Wang's busy doing. He does not give two shits about they could literally close down the rest of their fucking everything. They could stop selling Coca-Cola, stop selling General So, stop selling. They could discontinue fortune cookies and they would still be making $1 billion a year selling dead chickens slathered in orange sauce. Barf. Jimmy Wang don't give a fuck. He's a billionaire. He's making Jimmy Wang orange chicken money. It's disgraceful.
In a few hours. I'm not really sure, but that sounds like a lot. Unfortunately, it's sometimes hard to find good vegan news stories that don't have an asterisk, so we'll take this one for now. But hopefully, maybe one day we'll be so lucky to see a vegan protein option.
You know why? You know why they wouldn't notice? They could literally, Jimmy Wang, if Jimmy Wang had any balls, Jimmy Wang would just say, oh yeah, we're just calling it orange chicken. And not even telling anybody, just be like, yeah, it's orange chicken and it's vegan. Don't even mention it. Just change it out, and no one would even know. You know why? Because dead chickens taste like nothing. They taste like nothing. Have you ever eaten raw chicken? They taste like nothing. That's what all the sauce is for. Constant sauce slathering. Man, go to any restaurant in the world. Yeah, I tell you what, if you work in restaurants for any amount of time, you realize that everything is chicken and sauce. People say stupid shit like, I don't like Chinese food. It's like, wait, you don't like chicken and sauce? Huh? I don't like Indian food. You don't like chicken and sauce? I don't like Italian food. You don't like chicken and sauce? Because it's all just chicken and sauce. That's all it is. You can ask them to hold the spice if you want. Pieces of shit, man. Oh, these bastards. Chicken and sauce. Everything's chicken and sauce. Even the pizza places is just chicken and sauce. They're selling chicken wings, sauce.
Permanently on the menu. On another note, now that I know change.org petitions actually work, I've got a few of my own.
Yeah, seriously, every single time somebody tells you, "Oh, I'm going to miss don't you miss animals?" What, chicken and sauce? That's all you fucking assholes eat. That's all those assholes are eating. Don't you miss it? And then they'll go, "Steak though." I know you motherfuckers aren't eating steak. You know why? Cuz we're killing 10 billion chickens a year in this country. I know most of you are not eating steak. The statistics tell me something entirely different. Chickens don't eat fucking chicken and sauce. Yes, the Italians don't. What do you call chicken carbonara turning veganese? Don't give me that bullshit. Because they put some noodles underneath their chicken, it's still chicken and sauce. Chicken parmesan, chicken. It's all chicken. Chicken and sauce, chicken and sauce, chicken and sauce. I've been to Italy, my friend. My Venezuelan friend. I've been to Italy. It's a lot of chicken and sauce. Some pizza. It's mostly chicken and sauce, though. I'm telling you. Food items in restaurants and most of what people are eating, chicken and sauce. We kill 70 billion chickens a year in the world. 70 billion. That's that's 10 chickens for almost every human being. Almost every human being on Earth. That's a lot of chickens. Yeah. You've never tasted a chicken? I envy you. Actually, you know what? They don't taste like anything. They taste like sauce. You put sauce on them. That's what they taste like. Yes. When I went vegetarian, I thought I would miss fried chicken, but what I really missed was battered things. Now I eat battered courgette, battered courgette and eggplant and battered women. Well, look, Yeah, battered and fried. You can batter and fry a Mars bar. You can batter and fry all sorts of shit. You don't need battered and fried tofu. Tastes amazing.
That I'd like you to sign. Beyond Meat, bring back the original chicken strips. Earth Balance, why did you discontinue the sour cream and onion kettle chips? What in the ever-loving fuck were you?
Look at they have they to bring back these kettle chips. There's 7,000 signatures. I'm trying to get to 1,500 signatures on my change.org. One that I adopted from my friend Jess. I'm just trying to get people to sign to tell Jim Henson to stop using animals. Do I have 7,000 signatures? No, I don't have 7,000 signatures. But this bullshit, Earth Balance. Did you continue the why the fuck? Why are they like this works? 7,000.
What are you thinking? Tattooed chef, I'm happy you're back. But if you don't bring back the Killer Bee Pizza, we're going to have some problems. GTs, why would you add erythritol and stevia to your root beer? You ruined a damn near perfect product, and I'm reporting you to the Food Empowerment Project. I'm still on hold. Yes, I'm still here. Okay, I'm holding on. I could go on and on and on, but we've got more stories to get to. I never tried the Panda Express Beyond Orange Chicken, but let me know if I should. Next up, identical twins go on separate vegan and meat diets to see
You should not. You should not try the orange chicken. It's just Jimmy Wang trying to make a cash
difference
grab.
It makes to body.
It's just humane washing Jimmy Wang. Jimmy's humane washing his Wang while he's pocketing $1 billion a year selling dead chickens, and you're gonna help him humane wash. Don't do it. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Fuck Jimmy Wang and fuck Panda Express.
You might be saying to yourself, what? Am I having deja vu? But no, you're not. Well, you might be, but not.
It's funny. You hate, all my homies hate Jimmy Wang too. Jimmy Wang can suck my wang. Fuck Jimmy Wang. Jimmy Wang's an animal abuser, total loser, animal abuser, and there's blood on his hands. Even the sweet, totally Forkable got into After Dark. Oh, I usually I love Marielle. Sometimes she helps me out on Sundays. Marielle's great. She's we've collaborated a bunch of times. She loves it when I react to her good news video. I love it. Spit shine the wang. Plus, I like the fact, because I cover the vegan news every single day on my show, but I like the fact that she covers some things that I didn't. Like I covered the Nutella bullshit, and I covered the Jimmy Wang bullshit. But she does it a different way. She's fun.
About this. Although this story sounds remarkably similar to the Stanford twin experiment, it's a totally different study, and one people won't as easily be able to claim was funded by Beyond Meat. In a 12-week study conducted with King's College London, Hugo took on a vegan diet while Ross stuck to a diet that included meat, dairy, and fish.
Ross and Rachel, will they or won't they?
They both ate the same amount of calories each day and took part in the same workout routine to make sure it was only their diets that were having an impact. Speaking to the BBC, which also documented the twins' journey, Hugo admitted the vegan diet took a hit on his body. I think the first couple of weeks I was really craving and wanting meat and dairy and cheese. I love cheese, he said.
I love cheese. Oh, you're a fuck. Every time people tell me they love cheese, I always go like, yeah, what kind of cheese? What's your favorite? What's your favorite one? I mean, we all love a good camembert, don't we? What? What the camembert? Camembert? What kind of cheese do you like? I love cheese. What kind? What do you mean? Which one? Name a fucking cheese that's not mozzarella. Cheddar? Yeah, cheddar, you fuck. Cheddar. I just love me some cheese. Which one, asshole? You love it so much. If someone told you they love comic books and you were like, which one? They better have one in their mind. I love movies. Really? What kind of movies? That's how you would treat anything if someone said, I love anything. I love cars. Really? What kind of cars? That's the natural thing that you would ask, but not when it becomes to people and their fucking cheese. I don't know why all you vegans let these idiots get away with it. Look, if somebody says, I love cheese, ask them, what kind of cheese you like? What's your favorite? Huh? What's your favorite cheese? And if they say fucking mozzarella, you smack them in the head. Maybe you might get someone getting real. They might say, oh, I just love a good burrata. And you can go, what's a burrata? Have them explain to you what burrata cheese is. I know what burrata cheese is. Do you know what burrata cheese is? Cheddar. Do you know why it tastes a little sharp? I know why it tastes a little sharp. Do you know what kind of animal does a does mozzarella come from? What kind of animal does mozzarella, traditional mozzarella, come from if you're such a cheese lover? I know the answer to that question. Do you? Cheese lover? You fuck? You stupid piece of shit. I'm a cheese lover. What kind of cheese? Can you tell me anything about it? No, you can't. You piece of shit. Every single time. Every single time.
Obviously only got to level like
Limburg. I like Limburg cheese. They couldn't even name Munster or fucking Gouda or Gouda, whether depending on what country you're from. They don't even know the names. They just say, I love cheese. And they don't know anything about it. I love it though. Yeah, okay.
0.5 vegan because he has yet to learn that saying I love cheese is about as unnecessary and redundant as saying things like I breathe air, or I drink water, or I'm a human whose physiology responds to things I'm biologically wired to be addicted to. Poor Hugo, sweet Hugo. We'll give him a pass. However, Hugo did see a lot of benefits by giving up animal products. He said I was now having to eat fruit and nuts and alternatives that didn't have any dairy in them. And so that meant I was eating a lot more wholesome food, which meant that my sugar levels were a lot satiated during the day. I believe that was a typo. I felt like I had more energy. Meanwhile,
salt and oil ploduged. You're actually right. Most food in restaurants and in fast food places, they cover in oil and salt. That's how they get you. Sugar, oil, salt. Sugar, fat, salt. Sugar, fat, salt. That's how if you can get it in the wild, sugar, fat, salt, your body just goes but your body freaks the hell out. We're biologically wired to seek out those types of calories: sugar, fat, salt. That's what we want. And if you could fake it, you'll make it. I only like mozzarella and Venezuela cheese called queso de mano. Queso de mano. Cheese of hand. Sounds a little dirty. I don't know what is hand cheese? Hand cheese.
Hugo's meat-eating twin said his gym performance was up and down a little bit more. While he felt very energetic on some days, there were others where he'd experience huge lulls. Hopefully, all of you have been experiencing huge lulls throughout this video today.
Lulz.
However, Hugo did see some downsides to veganism as he found that the diversity of his gut bacteria dropped severely, while his brothers stayed the same, meaning Ross was less likely to pick up illnesses. The diets also prompted Ross to realize how much processed food he was eating after checking out his brother's healthy vegan meals. All in all, the men found that there wasn't a huge difference, if any, between the two diets, though Hugo did see his cholesterol levels drop off the scale, while also losing weight and boosting his resistance to type 2 diabetes.
That's no big deal.
Veganism also proved to be more effective for losing body fat, as Hugo dropped 4 pounds and lost 1% of his body fat. By comparison, Ross put on 10 pounds of muscle but also gained fat, bringing his end body fat percentage up from 13 to 15%. I haven't read the study, but I'm not really surprised at the results outlined in this article, other than the gut biome diversity. That one didn't make much repeatable sense.
Butt biome? My butt biome's looking all weird. How come my butt biome's not looking so diverse? How is that possible? Is that Formunda cheese? Probably V. Jamie. I don't know. SOS free is the way to go. Salt, oil, sugar free. If you think hand cheese sounds suggestive, let me tell you, it's white and gooey. A little Venezuelan humor for you. Just make my own cheese from sauce, potatoes, carrots, cashews, nooch. You know what? I found out recently that I don't know if this is true, but I saw Fred Durst giving people examples and advice on how to go vegan, and I'm like, wait a second, Fred Durst is vegan? Maybe he really did do it all for the Nucci. I did it all for the Nucci. What? The Nucci. What? So you can take that coochie and put it up your what? And put it up your what? And put it up your what? I did it all for the Nucci. The what? The Nucci. The what? Never had a single lesson. That was my impersonation of Fred Durst going vegan.
sense to me. And obviously this article misused the word veganism, like many of these studies and articles about these studies tend to do. And obviously vegan diets can be healthy or not.
They're
as
doctors,
healthy.
though. Doctors are smarter than everybody else, aren't they?
Hugo seem to be eating a very unprocessed version of a vegan diet, which is great, but not everyone does that. And I hope people realize just eating a vegan diet may not lead to as dramatic results, and that's not the fault of a vegan diet.
That's true. I mean, you might be just eating Jimmy Wang's special sauce all the time. You're just going to Jimmy, you're sucking off Jimmy Wang every time over at Panda Express. You're not going to lose any weight. You're not going to diversify your butt biome.
Okay, stepping off my soapbox. Our final story is silly and quirky and
mega lols.
Just made me smile. Meat industry musical Mad Cow debuts at UK's first vegan theatre. This story is from June, but it was so intriguing that I had to include it. A musical play about the meat industry called Mad Cow is coming to Canterbury's new all-vegan Garling Theatre next month. The musical, which Alison Harris from the Garling Theatre described to Plant-Based News as a darkly comic satire and an uplifting coming-of-age story, marks the debut of local writer and performer Hero Douglas's Questio Productions. It focuses on a teenage girl growing up on a small-scale farm in North Wales, and while her family is concerned with keeping up appearances with their neighbors, she connects more with the cows and pigs who live on the family farm.
Yeah, so check this out. Check this shit out. Here we go. Oh, shit. Hold on a second. Hold on.
There's going to be a secret show. Working on that for the music.
Oh, that would be a good idea, wouldn't it?
That would, man.
Hey, Fred, quick question. Do you have any advice for anybody looking to transition over to a vegan lifestyle who's struggling?
Vegan?
Yeah.
Yeah, start with like things like that are comfort foods that you're used to that aren't vegan, but they're made pretty good. Like, have you heard of Impossible?
Yeah, of course.
So Impossible makes these chicken nuggets,
Right on.
Impossible nuggets. They're so good, dude, and you won't even know the difference. Things like that. Just go for it. And
just go for it, man. I like that if someone's like, hey, Fred, do you have any advice for people trying to go to a vegan lifestyle that they're struggling? And he's like, vegan? He went right in. So, I mean, is Fred Durst vegan? I don't know. He's out there pitching Impossible. But people think that he's vegan. People think that he might have gone vegan. Do you think he's vegan? This is the question. Is he vegan or what? Is he vegan or what? There, I just put that comment on there. I don't know if he is or not. I don't trust him. Is Nookie vegan? Well, I think he just I see people say, is Nookie vegan? See, I think that he was just early in his vegan journey, and he was mispronouncing Nucci. He said, I did it all for the Nucci, but instead he said Nookie because he didn't know what Nookie he didn't know how to say it. He was new.
The story of Mad Cow, which is largely taken from real-life observations, satirizes a landowning family's sense of entitlement and desire to have it all, explained Douglas. Its themes are universal. It's about family, about growing up different, about greed, and standing up for your beliefs, she continued. It explores important questions around sustainability and the ethics of the meat industry, issues that we can no longer ignore. The Garling now has a capacity for 300 attendees and is thought to be the first ever vegan theater in the UK. This means that anyone visiting or renting the space out will have to stick to plant-based food and drink while on site. The strict policy also prompted calls for a boycott, and Questio Productions is bracing for. And that's it for today's Good Vegan News.
All right. Good job, Marielle. I always like having a little bit of good news from Marielle. Don't you? Me too. I love it. Cowboy versus vegans, the next one. What do you say we do that?
I've been telling you for the last 10 minutes to read the 10 Commandments.
Ooh.
What exactly?
Who let the dogs out? Who?